welcome to another edition of One Way, where we go one way west. 273 kilometers in. The phone got so warm it couldn't really handle doing anything anymore, if you saw the previous video. Anyway, we've just passed the third iteration of math errors and glitches, where the jitteriness, which on this phone will be hard to see because of the frame rate, even though it's actually moving pretty smoothly for the time being. But we're now at the point tripwires would be invisible, sunflowers supposedly don't render properly at all. Cobwebs and oh, what else was it? Well, something else isn't supposed to, it's forming kind of slightly larger than normal. Cobwebs and, oh, there's a village. Yeah, it's cobwebs and the berry bushes. Nope. You know what, I guess that village is just gonna have to be, whoa! These are kind of important. Kind of need to see these. Get a free bed in the process. This is definitely steering clear of what I'm trying to do. We're looking for smithies and randomly whacking at things for no reason. Supposedly lecterns look funny. Yeah, they're I think they might be just a hair big. Yeah, I don't see any smithies that we can run because we're trying to do things fast. Yeah, no smithies here. So we're going to go to the last building and hopefully there's a bed. It's starting to look like it isn't. No. No. And okay, I need a building with a bed in it. Yeah, we can climb. We can climb. Sorry, villager, but we're going to borrow your bed for a moment. We're not going to steal it, because if we do, then we die, we completely lose all progress. Smack. So we saved a bed, we don't need it. Haven't seen any of the, Anyway, I forgot to mention this is done on a phone. You might hear me scratching, tapping away on the screen. Sometimes my finger winds up covering the microphone / speaker, so things get muffled. It's just poor placement. Can't do anything about it. And we're just jumping wherever we feel like. We can move the player. Oh, I guess the phone's getting ever so slightly warm. Not hot, just ever so slightly warm, because now it's turning into a slideshow. Just like it always does. Now we can move the player. Now we can move the player. The struggles I go through. Okay, we can turn. Call that a strange idea, but I like turning when I'm trying to turn and move. Yeah, this thing's getting remotely close to warm, so now it's not going to work. And it isn't distance related. It's the fact that this phone gets warm, it doesn't like to work. Because I've had to kill the Minecraft Pocket Edition thing, because even though only one area goes far, and that's 20,000 blocks, everything else was relatively close, and its slide shows really bad. Even when there's not much activity. Whenever there's anything you have to fight, it just bogged down. It was unplayable. This, you just line it up, let things load in, and then get to move for a second or two. You gotta eventually get some more wood, because we don't have too much of that left, and we're randomly whacking at stuff. So this is a foul weather run, and I believe, according to weather.com, our area is going to have, tomorrow's supposedly is going to be a rain out, so there'll be quite a bit more of this before we get to the laundromat phase. So somewhere past 512K will be the next iteration of math errors, where the jitter really starts to show and game starts going to hell in a handbasket. And we're a long ways off from that. I hate these cliffs, but this one's actually somewhat climbable, so okay, that wasn't too bad. And I'm in the quote-unquote recording studio, which is a utility closet. On weekends, one of the offices is actually usable. It's actually a meeting room, but because of the wonderful land of the COVIDs, even though we're pretty much out of the woods, not quite 100%, but getting close. As far as it's not a meeting room again. But so it's someone's office temporarily, and stealing it for that purpose. Okay, yep, I can move. I like moving the player when I press the move the player button. That's a strange idea. I should have also, I should have looked in some of the chests, but yeah, I kind of screwed myself with the food. Although I got plenty more food. I gotta keep an eye on the clock, because this is one of my regular 15-minute breaks, and it's getting close to wrapping up, so you know, at least we're getting some halfway decent climbability out of these cliffs that we wind up reaching and navigating. So I mean, that's not a bad thing, but I want to be Well, this is not a fun little drop. So we're gonna drop gears. Oh, actually, I think we can just... Oh, I thought we were clear to the water, but apparently not. I may be able to get this segment in before my 15-minute break is over, because the sun's starting to get a bit low. At least we're swimming fast, so... Alright, now we're getting to climbable territory. There it is. That worked. Although I would like it to be a little more flat. I mean, if we're able to move, that's fine. And like I said, it's raining, so you're probably listening to the water running down the pipe that carries the rainwater from the roof down to the outer drainage system that comes out the bottom of the building. Alright. I might not even make it there. You know what? As close as this is, we are not running. Yeah, we're going to have to call it good for now, and then the next segment we'll run a couple feet. And we're back. Of course, there has to be a little bit of a rain cloud just as lunch is about to start. And I think tomorrow's supposed to also be a washout, so we get a slightly extended version of this, which means we're getting that much closer to finishing. The mountains are big. Is there a way around it? Yes, there is. And we can run and jump and randomly whack stuff. Alright, that looks like a place that we can get up and get going and randomly whack things. Ooh. Thought we were going to pass that mountain, but I guess we didn't. Oh, we did pass one, only to walk towards another. These mountains really help us get where we're going, as well as very dense tree growth. Let's put a bed in the hand and sleep it off. Ooh, you can see the tree jerking there. Yeah, we're definitely at a point that you can see that things are not mathematically correct anymore. Like this ravine that I almost just plummeted into my death into. But you know what? Outside of a lot of goodies, progress-wise, we wouldn't have lost much. Still would have sucked. Yep, we can climb. Still looking for the sunflowers. Why must everything be a project? Can't we just get somewhere? Oh, ooh, that hurts. Let's eat the food. Eat the food. That means eat the food. Oh, I managed to keep that going. when we slept that night off, you could see it in the trees that we were at a point that the math was way off. Does this continue though? Alright, we're getting a little far away from where I want to be. But at least it's allowing progress. Not much, but bounce. Pinball bouncing, kinda. Keep in mind, I'm in the recording studio, as I call it, and some people have their lunch early because they come in ridiculously early, even though I do as well. And some of us take more of a traditional lunchtime. A lot of the ridiculously early showers, outside of myself, take 10 o'clock. Some take 11. Some take 11:30, which became a thing. And then there's people like me that take 12. And some take the original lunch break of 12:30. And we fell. Well, now we're in a biome that can support some kind of lateral and continuation. Alright, I had to go slow there because I didn't know if that... I can't really tell if it looks different or not. Also, we need more wood, and this is the type that we've been using. So this is what we'll go for. This helps load the world in as well. Alrighty, let's break down what we got here. Let's see what we have. A little better. Here's a small tree. We'll go for a little more. We never made an axe because that's how often we're breaking down wood anyway. We just use a boat or something. And I did not realize I'm right at a village. And we are plenty good on that. Oh, by the way, village. Well, it's abandoned, but still, we could probably see something. I think they might look a little more weird now, the cobwebs. Yeah, we can jump. Eat the food. Actually, we didn't need to do that. We can just go do that. We can now make a diamond pickaxe. We are now at the position and when we can do a diamond pickaxe. Yep, break. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in here. We're going to make that diamond pickaxe. Keep that in inventory. And take the bed with us. And I fell. No, let's actually climb the stairs. And we can X the bed. Alright, this can go here. That can go here. That can go here. That can go there. Alright, you know what? We gotta keep going. As great as it was to get some stuff, gotta keep her moving. Oh, and we're starting to slow down because the phone's getting ever so slightly warm. Break. And we can move. We can move. Let's get up there. Yeah. Place a bed. Put a purple one in our hand this time. And sleep. And sleep. Alright, we need to take care of this sword issue. So let's do that and do that. And we do that because we can. And sword goes here. Not much forward progress in this particular half hour-ish. This doesn't go for half hour, it goes for about 25 or so minutes. Because unlike the breaks, we are on, this is a timed break in which if I'm late, I lose time. Another village. Can I get to it? Yes, I can. Kinda. I forget if there's anything up here. Some of them there is. Like this one. let's just, yep, place the block. There we go. Can't move. Yep, we're gonna break. There we go. Alright, we got plenty of beds right now. Nothing to raid there. We don't want to hit you. Last thing I want to do. More iron. I don't know about the pickaxes. I mean, that would have been great initially. Yeah, we can move. And I didn't see any smithies. Oh, shoot. Run. Run. Is there an iron golem? No? Good. Nothing there. We can... let's check to see if we have something we don't need like that. And... good. Alright, now we are capable of going to the nether again. Got our bread level back up. Take another bed because we can. And how about eat the food instead of plopping torches? Now take the torch that belongs to us. I like to go that way. Get back on course. For a minute I thought I saw yet another village next to this village, which that's a thing I've seen happen. Need more towering blocks for when we hit another mountain range, which we would like to see disappear now. Is that another village over there? No, it wasn't. If it was, I sure couldn't get to it. Really do not like these. I like how I ran and jumped, but the run part didn't happen. Kind of like there. But it did there, as jerky as it was. But it did it. where it mattered. Well, that actually worked, and I just missed having to go into the drink there. Yeah, I like to move. I like to brake. I like to move. I like to move. Why aren't we not moving? Why are we not moving? There we go. And we're not moving. Why are we jumping? We should be running. Alright, can we have terrain that's conducive to moving the player? Whoa. And we can move. Yeah, it's almost time to call it quits. And I think tomorrow's supposed to be a washout, so... Well, we tried to stay underwater because the frame rate's a little better. Alright, so yeah, it's pretty close to the end of lunch anyway, so... When we sleep this night, that'll be it for at least today. That polar bear had no kids. That was a good thing. So if they did have kids, it would not have been a fun adventure. And I'm purposely going to select an area that's near that needs to be there. That can go there, that can go there, that can go there. I like to keep all the beds close together so we know how many we have and we can track it better. Okay, I'm gonna call it a day as we watch the world jiggle as the guy falls asleep. And that will be it for today. We're back. Again, waiting for work to open. So, killing time by doing another little segment. Well, I was saying in the previous segment that today might be a day that might be a total loss weather-wise and would be doing this the whole time. Well, apparently that might have changed. So this might be the only time on before the laundromat segment. I'm not sure. If the weather always changes, as they say here in New England, if you don't like it, just wait 5 minutes. I should have taken out the boat. Watch, as soon as I take out the boat, land will form. Meanwhile, dolphins are helping out where we can get anyway. So again, the only reason why I'm doing this before work begins is that it's raining. Otherwise, I'd be out walking. And stupid me, I wanted to see where the sun was. Alright. I'm going to put the boat down this time. That was not good. Alright, I want to get my position here. Suddenly I can't position myself. Oh, ruined portal. And we can climb. We can move. I'm pushing the move the player button. We're up to 9. And how are we on our armor? Yeah, whatever. Let's improve our obsidian numbers. As boring as this generally is. As dull as this is, it helps fast track ultimately. It's nice that we can do that again. And you know my drill is I'd like to have a little more than the minimum. Okay, how about the one I want? Alright, we can put a bed in hand. If we put a bed in hand, that can go away. And we could swap this out for that. the boat's actually somewhat straight back before we got to this point. Oh. Looks like the phone's getting ever so slightly warm, so it's going to start to slow down. The control is lackluster with touchscreen controls. And get rid of those because we don't need them. Boat belongs there. And we can run. Okay, we're not sneaking, we're trying to run. And of course, somebody has to blare their music as if I want to listen to it. Perhaps I don't. Anyway, we're coming up to an opening. And we're coming up to an opening and village. Oh, it's abandoned though. Still a free bed if we can just get in a building with a bed in it. Can turn. Can turn. We can move. What the hell just happened? I love when the game slideshows so you can't play it. That's just great. Place. Place. Why are we not placing? We need to be placing. Move, move. Why are we not moving? Come on. Really, come on. Just... turn. Okay. Turn. Turn. Wrong direction, but we'll take it. We can move. We can move. Why are we not moving? Why are we not moving? We should be moving. Let's try moving. I like moving. Turn. What the hell? Come on. Okay, we need to eat. Eat the food. Do something. Yeah, we're going to need to eat that because we need to recover. Alright, I'd like to explore this village, but we're gonna move. We couldn't sleep here, so we'll take the bed. We can run. Can we do anything that's asked? Wow, complicated things. Move, turn. Wow. Imagine that. Of course, I always botch that up about run. Double tap means run, not let's just gently move. It means run. It means put it in first gear. What now? Okay, now I'm going to place blocks, and we're going to place. We are going to place. Wow, you placed blocks this time. Nice. Now we're going to do something very complicated. We're going to grab some blocks. Wow, you did it. I didn't know you could. Okay, you need to break. We'll take advantage of this river by following it a little bit if we can move. Oh, we might ask you to move. That might be a lot. Anyway, let's just... I'm just going to make this... It's going to be close to somebody opening the door. So if we can place a boat complicated. We'll end this segment here. Alrighty. Apparently my lunch is scuttled by drizzle, which, unfortunately for me, if I exercise in the rain, I get exercise-induced pneumonia, which is a thing, because then when I exercise, my lungs hurt extremely bad, but then when I'm done, it goes away, and it only happens when it's wet, so I can't do any real exercise when it's raining, which sucks. Discovered that when I was in cross country in high school. Rainy day, track meet. Well, it's cross country meet, but you get the idea. Halfway through, I was hurting so bad that I literally had to stop and walk about a third of it. I had no idea what the hell was going on. And I found out, I'm just one of those lucky people that can't exercise in the rain. Unless I want to be hurting really bad. Anyway, that gives me more chance to move this little project along. And we got a long ways to go before the fourth iteration of math errors. 512 and change, almost 513K if you round up. And that's when the jerkiness really apparently gets bad. Alrighty. Yeah, we can run. We double tapped. We're not moving very slow yet because the phone hasn't got a chance to get lukewarm. Might be time to get a bed ready. I ought to back these things up when I do them. I don't think of doing that. I was just thinking that if I lose the world or it corrupts, then that'll be it. I take the life of this world into my own hands. I think the weather was improving and then it turned to crap. Okay, now the phone's starting to get ever so slightly warm, so it's going to start performing like garbage. Especially over a village. Especially over a ravine or a cave, as I was going to say. But then I saw this village, and we gotta run to the village. Oh, it's another abandoned one. Is it me, or is it the height of... Where's the cobwebs narrower? No. Yeah, let's... find one with a bed in it first, which means we gotta whack at these guys first. It's dark. I think we should be able to sleep. There we go. Save our position. Now we were looking at this one, and there was a chest, which probably has food that we can... or not. There was the chest. A little more substance. Now, can we find a smithy? Not really. Or a note that don't hurt. Ooh. bed. Yeah, I don't see any smithies here, so... Oh boy, mountains! Just what I wanted to see. Because progress, overrated. Oh, this little part ain't too bad if we move the player a little bit. Yeah, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, I think we should stay the course. That area was looking good, but it looked like there was a tougher climb up ahead, and we're crawling on our butt. Why move? Oh, we just went another drumstick down. Now a forest, big drop. Yeah, I haven't seen any sunflowers yet. Need to go into a plains to see those. Because supposedly they're all wonky at this point, as we're so far into the world. Which in the real world isn't terribly far. That went surprisingly smooth considering. I pressed jump and nothing happened, but I'm okay with that. Because we kept our momentum in the water. Very important to do that. Probably get to, like, at most about 283 before this lunch break that got rained on comes to an end. Then maybe, just maybe, we might hit 300k. Of course, if we get some obsidian, and for a minute I thought as I was speaking about the nether that a ruined portal was up there, but it was just a row of gunk. I didn't have to go this way, but yeah, we can turn. Oh no. We climbed trees. We didn't want to do that. Missed where I wanted to go. Trying not to capture someone's conversation, as that's kind of illegal, although you can get away with it because it's not an intended thing, and I am trying to obscure it. Oh boy, water. Boat time. Is it a good idea? Worst case, we backtrack a little bit. not all the way, because we got the sand island over here. And, yep, let's point at stuff while we're trying to row a boat. That'll work just fine. Or the island, that's right there. Or when things pop in, just point it out at that point in time. That's too far. Either that's an island popping in or landmass. I notice my viewing position of the boat is not straight. Kind of hinders ever so slightly my ability to stay the course as straight as possible. Now I'm a little concerned because I don't see any landmass popping up. Except way over there. And that one up there. Why does it have to be mountains? Can it just be normal? Yeah, we got no choice but mountains. Looks like there's a possible quick climb point right there. Say to stop. For a minute I thought there was water. It was probably it just didn't generate the world. Kind of like that there on the left that just went by. That is not a glitch from traveling out this far. That's just something the game does. And that just popped in. And that looks like a ruined portal up there. Might be worth deviating just to get to it. And yes, I did upgrade the game. As you saw the goat. I think I stepped on some magma blocks. Probably buried in the snow. Not liking what I have to do right now. sneak. That way, we'll have a little better control of things. 15. I want more than 20. 20 will do the job. But if we misplace, then not good. Oh yeah, we're on sneak, we can't do that. 18. Alright, that affords us a little bit of a margin of error. So what I'm going to do is... Nope. What I'm going to do is we've made the bed. We're going to put some food here. And put that pick in there just in case, and we'll throw a couple beds in there just to play it safe. And we have gold armor, so let's see if we're going to be treated well. And the part that sucks is if the enemies are there, they, even on my computer, which is a lot faster, they'll attack you. Okay, you can jump. Alright. Yeah, we can move. Whoa. That could have been bad. That could have been bad. Turn. There. Now we're safe. Yeah, we'll go up. Actually, we won't. 104 is a bit high. Well, that was worth it. Although, let's look. Oh, now the sun's out apparently. Well, I didn't go out because it was raining. Alright, so what I'm going to do, because I just don't like how things are, is I'm going to just stop right here for today, because lunch is almost over. It's not worth continuing at this point for now. Until next time, then we will. Alright, I don't know if you can tell, you probably can hear the gurgle. It's the laundromat time. We're on the washer phase, and I did back up so that I would have a safe spot to spawn in, and we press the forward button, we should move forward. So what we're going to do is smack, then go directly here. Yep, we're going to break. We're going to break now. Really hard to see where we're going. What totally sucks is if once again we got a lava block. So we gotta be very careful about that. Might also just put a torch in so we can see where we're going as we're going. All this bonus goodie stuff isn't going to matter. I'll get this one back. So, we're just trying to get along, trying to get going. Trying to head towards 300K. That little bit of traversing we did will definitely help. What would also help yeah, we can break. No, we don't want that there. I want that there. The only thing that's going to stink about this is we're probably going to be in a bad position. You're dead. And you can move. And you can break. You can break. Okay, we need to regroup a little bit. Okay, somehow we took damage there. So we need to sit and recoup, which kind of stinks, but kind of how it goes. I'm going to leave that behind because yeah, somehow we're taking damage. Of course, they had to be at a corner, and of course we didn't break the stinking blocks when we were pressing the break the block button. Alright, so let's see where we go now. Break the block. If this is not saving us time, at least it's saving us some file space. Alright, have we indeed alright, we can break that down. Alright, this is definitely helping. This is almost like I don't really want to risk it. Yeah, we're kind of getting to that point. Anyway, put that there for sure. Yeah, I think we're pretty much at the end here. Yeah, we're pretty much at the end. This kind of stinks a little bit, but it also doesn't. Break some of this crap down, so... Alright, that's not a good thing. Yep, we can brake. And we can... Why are we not moving? Okay. Because I'm standing next to something. And now, sword ready. Let's see what happens. Where are we, and should we move really, really fast? So I think it might be nighttime, which sucks. Now, what also sucks is if I'm close to monsters, they'll attack before I even start to see anything. So where are we going to be? Yep. Okay, we need to be moving. Grab. Go. Turn. Place. Sleep. And we are good. We can turn. This thing's already having a hard time. And we're not running. Oh yeah, the phone is getting ever so slightly lukewarm, so that means it's going to struggle to do anything at this point. No, we don't need to eat more bread. Half point isn't worth it. Alright, so let's just put this bed here. And what we're also going to do is go over here, get rid of that, 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 there, 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 there. We got more wood, we can make more beds. And now everything runs nice and smooth because we sat here and let it generate in. Goaty goat. We're at 285. It might be a bit of a stretch, but 300K is possible. But it's a stretch, especially since this thing doesn't like to run when it's lukewarm. And we're trying to move the player. And we're jumping at places we didn't ask for. Especially since this thing bogs down so much, it's kind of like asking for a miracle for this to work. Okay, we need to be moving, kind of like what we're doing right now. And now the boat needs to be, we're pressing a button, we should react to that. Now we're putting the boat, yep, we're grabbing boat. Let's try grabbing the boat when we grasp for the boat. Put it here, and watch it bounce away. And boat. For what short amount of time we will be boating. I honestly do believe that once we got to the third iteration, that I think there is a very slight difference in the floating point error. I mean, looking straight up, straight down, and watching it stutter is relatively identical to how it was in the second iteration, but I think it might be a little less subtle at this point. But what I do know is when we hit over 512K, the next iteration comes and it gets very noticeable till we get to 1,024 kilometers. Then it might start to become a problem. Although they say once you get to a little over 512K, it becomes a problem. That thing might crash. I have 15 minutes on the washer, so about at least 10 usable minutes. Well, there isn't much spawning in because it's not going terribly slow. It's not running at high rate of speed either. If I put the render distance down to its default, it probably would work better. But I don't think it's even keeping up with the default of 10. I have it set at 14. Which was the default. It was the default far distance when I started playing this Pocket Edition. At least we see some land masses, so if the sun comes down, we can make further, save our progress a little further down the road. Well, it came close in the nether yet again. Thought it was one of those bigger slime, magma cubes, but it was small enough to fit in our little hole. And then I just didn't want to go and attack. It just sat there looking weird and not doing much of anything, just barely keeping alive, and somehow took more damage even when they were all dead. And there's going to be a point that the sky will, at some point, is going to render in outside of the sun. The sun and moon are the only things that are currently visible. Although this boating thing is gonna kinda help our chances. It's a bit of a stretch, but it's possible. And the help might be coming to an end. No, it looks like it isn't yet. Well, it seems to be coming to an end. How about this way? It is so difficult to control compared to the regular non-touch screen methods. Oh, I think there's something going on. That's why we're doing a quarter frame a second at this point. I think we might get landlocked. All that has to show up is terrain. big hole. Don't know if that's a ravine or... I think that might have been a ravine. It could have been the glitchy way that it sometimes doesn't spawn in chunks properly as we're going along. The sun's getting close to setting, but it's not quite there yet as we're... Okay, which direction is the boat pointing? Okay, it's pointing like that. So. Oh, it's a thunderstorm, so of course there has to be stuff spawning. Well, let's just get to this tiny island as jerkily and as slowly as we can get there. This one. The one that's small, that like which turned into big, which means we'll go for this one that's not so big. Must be a thunderstorm. So we're just going to pull up to it like so. Leave the boat. There's the bed. Anyone near? No. Let's just hurry up, place block, make 3 beds. I pushed the button. We do the job now. Break. Complicated stuff here. Did it break? We're asking it to do an awful lot now. There it is. Sleep. There we go. Hey, clouds. A little more this way, although it's probably not going to matter much. 8 minutes on the washer, so maybe at most 6 minutes of usable time before save it and stop the video for the moment, get ready for the dryer phase. Allow this thing to cool down for a very slight amount of time so it'll work for 30 seconds before running like crap yet again. I gotta get a new phone. I keep saying that. Now that the whole COVID situation is much better and you don't have to be covered up if you're vaccinated in most instances. Should be able to do it. Although the chip shortage thing is another thing that kind of makes me wonder if it's a smart idea right now. So they're probably charging a lot extra for what used to be relatively cheap. I'm not going for something cheap, but I want something that'll actually be able to live stream and not crap out when it gets not hot but just warm. Funny, the Leominster DPW was just looking in as They were driving by. Wonder what they're looking for. "7 minutes left on my wash." Like I said, when we get to about 2, if we can find land, we will stop. If it's an island, and it's even sooner than that, then it is what it is. Too bad dolphins don't help in the boat, though. It's got a nice, pretty ocean to look at. What we can see of it. Plus the video compression doesn't help either. And I do notice as the video goes on, the audio tends to... The video actually tends to lag further behind. It's just the way it is. There's other formats that are literally just a waste of space. Why does it have to be mountains again? Seriously. It's because I want to try to hit 300,000. Like I said, it is a unlikely thing, but this game's trying to ensure that it remains an unlikely thing. If I'm going to break down the boat, we're going to have to swap the crafting bench and the boat, because it's not in the position that I would normally have it. Alright. You and you are swapping. But now we're going to try and actually move. Ooh, moving. I want to see the sunflower plains, because we're supposedly far enough that they generate very wrongly at this point. And I'm not seeing any of that yet. And we're not ducking, we are running. We are running. Oh, you did. We are running. Laggy lag. That didn't help. And we can turn. I like turning when I press the turn button. That's a beautiful thing when turning happens, when you maneuver the finger to turn. Alrighty, we're now at that point. You can hear it. The machine's winding down. What I'm going to do, since We're far enough from and let's slow down. Okay, that's makeable. Let's nice. Even with slide showing it did that. Okay, you know what? It's slide showing. Let's stop here and do the dryer phase next. And we're back. I actually once again flipped things around because things were not in the right spot. Put the crafting table where our bed goes. And I put the bed in a certain spot, like running the player, so that we can easily grab it and go to bed. Simple enough. Moving always turns into a project. Now we're getting too close to a point that we can just pop down another bed and save another segment. Yeah, that didn't work. And we can run, and we can run, and we can run 3 times. And we can move. I like moving the player. Alright. We're just going to have to accept this. Then put that in the hand. And sleep. It's bright in here, so I can't quite see whether the errors were visible that time. I know we're a little... Okay, we can move. A little far away from them, but... Yeah, this definitely killed the 300K. Okay, that's exactly where I wasn't aiming for. We can run. I like running the player when I press the run the player button. Everything's got to be an obstacle now. It just can't be let me move. So we're definitely not making 300,000 because nothing is working. Move. Alright, it seems to be lessening a little bit. Alright, right here. That'll be better for now. Yeah, 300K, not going to happen. Pretty much a given at this point. That was actually pretty dumb. Okay, we can move. We can break. How come the very simple, obvious answers are things you're not giving or getting? Okay, that way. No, no, no. I kind of asked for it to turn. That was kind of a problem. We can run. That's twice we tried. Oh, we're asking to squeeze. That's a lot of effort. Alright, those are just berry bushes. Those are supposedly larger looking, but I can't really tell. And village or flowers? Just flowers. Hey, that actually worked. Not quite desperate enough to kill sheep yet. Oh no, that's not what I want. I don't want to be up there. That's how kersplat happens. Okay, here are the sunflowers that supposedly don't show up properly now. Yep, there you go. Doesn't know what it's doing at this point. They still show. They're still pointing the right way. They're just flickering. Alright, so we got a little more bang for our buck here when it comes to... Thank you! I appreciate that you did not let me make the move that I wanted, because that would be wrong if we were to. Alright, this time we gotta... Okay, let's actually try and stay on the same plane for as long as we can. Yeah, I can see people getting annoyed with that over time. And that's a ravine. It is a huge ravine that we cannot cross. Okay, we were running, even though it didn't look like running. And 290. Probably get close, but nowhere. Alright, that's not good. Yeah, we're gonna have to waste one. Alright, we need a village now, and we need running the player. Granted, we have meat stuffs, but How about running the player? And of course another botched jump to try to speed things up. Oh, an axolotl. Alright, that gave time for things to spawn in and generate, but didn't seem to want to take that precious effort. Nice jump. I pushed jump and nothing happened. Because phone can't handle simple game. Although I wonder why the sunflowers show up funny, but the other flowers not so much. Alright, is there a point that running is something we can keep doing and not stop every quarter block? Alright, turn. We know it's difficult to turn. Place a bed. Ooh, that's challenging. And it's too early to sleep. But at least it's letting things spawn in, although that's not going to matter much. Because it'll just repeat the world spawn in process anyway. Alright, can we now run and jump? And randomly whack at stuff, because that's how this game works. Alright, are we running? We could be running at this point. Let's try running. Running is better. Makes game go faster. Makes ultimate plan or ultimate failure occur faster. Alright, see a little span of this. We'll just run on the sand. It'll be faster. Actually, let's just Put the boat in, board, straighten it out, and boat around this. Yeah. What do I got left? 33 minutes, so half hour. Yeah, with 8,800 or so blocks to go, that just isn't gonna happen. Especially when we are dragging our butts. I wonder if I did this on my computer, which I'm not going to. I wonder how much further we would have gone. Because it would be capable of actually doing this. I think any phone made now, more or less, would be capable of doing this. May hiccup once in a while, but at least can do it. More this way. No, it's a little too much. Alright, I see some landmass over there, and right in front of us, because I was wondering if something would happen before the sun would come out. That is, when I mean coming out, it'll appear in the horizon. It looks like we're landlocked. Oh, a jungle. How perfect. Yeah, we ain't got a choice. Sun's up there. Let us generate in a little bit so we can hopefully get a little somewhere in this jungle. Not one of the biomes I look forward to going to, because massive slideshow and massive number of cliffs. Granted, they're not exactly the tallest things, but bad enough. Although right now, not too bad, although that's starting to look a little iffy. Dark area, didn't like that. Okay, here we go. Things going south. Yeah, we'll call the 300K dead in the water for this particular episode. And we can turn. How many times do I have to press the turn button to turn? Then we just don't make jumps. I am surprised with all the stuff and all the vines and all the other things that tax the processor in the jungle that it's running as good as it is. Or any other time we've been in a jungle. It's just strange. Yet, in a normal flat world and it just, flatter terrain and it just struggles to even move. Should I just follow the river? I think we will. I'd like to see is the end of this jungle. And some doable terrain. Just so we can at least be set up for a decent run to 300 plus K. But we won't need to, and we're randomly whacking at stuff because touch screens, that's how they work. I wonder how far along we are in this jungle, because not one of the biomes I want to be in. I have to say, for the most part, the terrain has not been too bad. It's just all the crud that it's calculating isn't exactly helping. Alright, let's out of there. Alright, we can turn. We're running low in beds now. And the thing is, we even made beds. Wow, time flies when you're trying to play a game. Emphasis on trying. And we can run the player as I'm pressing the run the player button. Yeah, no even area there that I could just run on and don't have to jump as much. Alright, we could use a village for sure and go through and get as much food as we kinda can. Smack. Okay, we can run. We can run. Okay, let's try again. We can run. We can run. We can run. Ooh, 5 times. Hey, that's a record. 5 times it took 5 times for it to recognize I wanted to run the player, not just wander. I think I see a village. Or something. And of course, as I say, if we're underwater, we stick there because it doesn't have to render as much of the overworld. and the game will run somewhat better, if for a short period of time. Anyway, we found squat, and we can run the player. Although that looks a little suspect over there. That might be a desert temple that I can barely get to. And we can run the player. Wow, all sorts of false positives here. Yeah, I am not going to waste my time and dig, because that's not part of the goal here. Part of the goal is to see how far we can get as fast as we can get it. Yeah, we're going to be set up for 300K for the next episode. There is no way we're going to hit it in this one. With all the slowdown and with all the mountains, hills. You would think there were a village nearby. That's another thing that can bog this game down. As much as we like them, because they can help. Whoa, stop. I did not ask for the option to bring up the menus. There is no answer to this. Actually, there is. We have to go back a little bit. We can run the player, not saunter, run. Opposite of doing what you're doing. Just get a little... Of course it has to be a roadblock. It just can't be let me through. It has to be a roadblock. And do we see anything? How about the player moving? Might be time to kill sheep again. Whoa, I just asked it to look a different direction. Complications. Do we have an out? Or is this false hope over here? Yeah, it's looking like false hope. But I think we got a river that we can putt our way through. Oh, we're getting something out of it at least. And it speeds up. Wow, short moment where it sped up. Now the question is, will land appear? Well, yeah, there's some land over there, which is a good thing. Or the sunsets. As I hate double backing, because that means progress lost. Okay, I see some landmass over there on the far left. Could always go there, double back there if we had to. Of course, land generating would be nice, even if it's just little islands, so that we can, like that one, if that's a little island. Or just part of a desert that's not forming. Yeah, it looks like parts of deserts that aren't forming. Warm water. Island or land. It's looking like land. Yeah, it's generating to the left as we go. Slideshow. Oh, of course, that's what happened. Ooh, pretty colors. Anyway, we're getting to the point that it's just smart to put another night under the books, and that may be too far away, so boat. This. Alright, we're starting to get low in beds again. And we're at an oddball time where we need to sit and let things generate. Sometimes we get villages really quick, sometimes we don't. About 10 usable minutes. A little more if we have to. Terrible timing. I probably could have made it to over there before the sun set. So we gotta wait for that to hit here, that to hit here. That's what I'm trying to do. And okay, we're randomly whacking at things. Sleep. Nice as if a village were to show up. I tell you, when you really need them, they don't show up. You're looking for sheep again. Yeah, and the desert's just gonna spawn all throughout, so let's just see what we got over here. Is that just a mass, or is there a village or a temple? On a screen that's about 5.5 inches in size. It's hard to tell. We can turn. There we go. Up. So we'll just go on this side of the hill, which becomes more hill. And we see a desert temple. Let's see what we can see if we move. They always seem to be buried. You can move and take a hit. Turn. And that broke. So you can break. Alright, I did this wrong. Okay. How about the pickaxe? I like the pickaxe even better. We can break. Break another one. And we can break. Alright, let's see what we have and get rid of what we don't need. Alright, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, which I know we're just going to have to take again anyway. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. Nothing really there. Actually, no, we don't want that. But you know what? Time is of the essence. Let's move this along. Let's move this along. We're pressing move the player. That means move the player. Okay, this one has to go. Alright, let's just get rid of this. Can we run the player now? Holy crap, a village, finally. And we pressed a button, and we opened the door. Running low on the bed department. Let's move the player. Let's move the player. Why are we not moving the player? We need the player to be moving. Okay, we need you to be moving. Okay. Yeah, we went a little too far with that, but that's okay. By the way, thanks for the food, and thanks for your bed. We got more than enough right now. Yeah, he's not happy that I took his bed. Anyway, let's just... Yep, I'm pressing a button. Now we do the job. Okay, this can go away. This can go here. This can go here. That can go here. That can go here. That can go there. That can go there. I'm pressing a button. I'm pressing a button. Should probably react to pressing the button. That would be good with beds for a while. Anything that resembles a smithy, I don't think they have those in this. Alright, let's... Okay, it's actually turning to bedtime. Yet we can move the player. We've taken so many beds, it's pretty much impossible to sleep in the village at this point. So, might as well make some further progress. We can run the player, we can run the player, we can run the player 3 times. And we have another village. Can we reach it before we need a bed? Let's run the player. Okay, there is a bed here. Sorry, Mr. Villager, but we're going to have to wake you up. I gotta love that imprecision. Imprecision, just like my ability to speak. Alright, now we want to run the player. There's stuff here that is bad. We need to get moving. Yeah, we had creepers and all sorts of things that we don't really want to deal with right now. And yeah, we got one. Alright, so let's just get to the next position. Let's get to this plateau and call it good. Yeah, we didn't even get close. Actually, let's just get across, then call it good. Wow, it actually hit the notch I was going for. Alright, turn. We know that's difficult. Alright, so right about here as we putt. 295, 950. That'll do it for this particular episode of One Way. Dryer's almost done. George at 551 saying hope you enjoyed and have a good one.